I'm losing viewers. Oh dear. Oh, yay. Okay, Stephanie Whitehurst can hear me. Uh-oh. Yeah? Okay. So I am going to talk to you a little bit about service. Hey, I see you too in my dreams. That was Lacey texting me. Okay, so I'm just going to talk to you for a couple of minutes about service, and I want to read something to you from this awesome book of leadership written by this incredible man right here, Andy Horner. And it says, serving means meeting others' needs, expecting nothing back. It means putting others before yourself. To me, serving is an attitude and an atmosphere that involves everything we say and do. Premier is a direct service company. Serving builds relationships. Real success, personally and professionally, comes from serving and caring. And serving means meeting people's needs. So, our purpose, philosophy, and plan, and serving others are the four pillars that hold up Premier. The prevailing spirit in the world today is seeking to be served. Asking this question, what are you going to do for me? The biblical meaning of serving asks, what can I do for you? The real servant is someone who is secure and strong enough to humbly think of others more than himself. And Matthew 20:26 says, whoever wants to be a leader among you must be your servant. And I love that. This is something that I am really passionate about in my business, is simply serving. And that starts with relationships. So I'm just going to jump right into a couple of things that you can do with your customers and hostesses to build a relationship, and also focus on service. And that is going to build your business, because I say it all the time, but people build your business. We have a great product, but it's the people that are going to build your business and make you successful. So a couple of things are following up with your customers whenever they purchase something from you. And so if you haven't seen this video before about customer care calls, 2-day, 2-week, and 2-month calls, you can check it out on our website, premierrockstars.net. And it's under the video link for trainings. But I'm just going to tell you really quickly, the first thing I do is I send out a text message to everybody that was at the party the night before. And if I can pull it up, I'll post it on the Facebook page in just a minute. But I send that out to anybody that was just at the jewelry show and thanking them for coming. And it has a picture of me and just a little thank you note so that they can see my face again. And that really brings a point of contact again after I've met them. And that starts building a relationship so that I can serve them. And they have my information so they can get in touch with me too. And then I follow up with them 2 weeks after the party. They should have received their jewelry at that point. And I love this phone call. I know so many people are afraid of the phone, but I am telling you, this is such an incredible link to your people. And so you're just going to call and check on them. And I say something like, hey, Susie, this is Kristy, the jewelry lady, Elizabeth's friend. And I'm just calling to check on your jewelry and make sure you have it in your hands, first of all. Do you have it? And wait for her to answer. And she'll say yes or no. And then I just say, hey, I'm just making sure that you love it and it arrives as expected and that you are wearing it and looking awesome. And just let them answer. And this phone call is probably 30 seconds long. It's very short, but it's showing that you care about them receiving their jewelry, and also that you care about them as a person, because this call is not about booking a jewelry party or selling more jewelry. It's simply about connecting with your customer. And so that's one way that you can provide really great service. You're just caring for them and following up. The other way is at that 2-month mark, when the golden guarantee is about to expire for free, and they're going to cross over that 60 days where they'll have to pay $5 plus tax on that piece of jewelry they need replaced if there's a manufacturing defect. You're just going to touch base with them again. Maybe that's a phone call or in a text message. And you're just going to check in and make sure that their jewelry is still holding up okay and there's nothing that you need to take care of for them. And so when you're focusing on serving your customers, you're really just going to focus on them and what they need. And at that 2-month call is when you can share more about the services that you provide, free jewelry, maybe ask them if they've ever thought of doing anything like Premier before. That's another way to connect and provide really great customer service to them. So the last thing I'm going to leave you with is something that I think is really important. And this is one way that you can serve people, and that is by giving and investing in incentives. Just a couple weeks ago, I had a customer who needed something exchanged. She got a ring at a party, and she didn't really like it when it arrived. I never would have known that if I wouldn't have called and checked on her, because sometimes people are just too embarrassed or they don't know how to get in touch with you. And so they just let Premier Jewelry sit on their dresser for a long time. So you have to take the initiative to be able to connect with them. And so I replaced that for her. Life was crazy here, and with 6 kids, even if you just have one or none, life can get crazy. And it took me a little longer than I wanted to get back in touch with her and get that new piece of jewelry for her replaced. And so I have these laying around. This is one of those cute little turquoise cross bracelets from the Incentives website, and this is a really cute little stretch ring. And Premier has a great product, and Premier Incentives, which is owned by Premier, also has really great products. And I love these little stretch rings, so I just keep these little things around. And I just stuck a bracelet in her bag with her new jewelry and gave that back to her when I dropped it off and met face to face with her. I really was in yoga pants. I know that's surprising to you. I was in yoga pants, and I swung by her place of work, and I dropped off that new piece of jewelry and picked up the old piece. And I just put something in her bag, and she was like, "Oh, this doesn't belong to me." But I just said, just take that as a gift from me. I want to provide great customer service to you, and I'm really sorry that it took me a few weeks to get this new bracelet to you. And so, again, you're looking out for someone else's needs and not your own. And so just encourage you to invest in those incentives and to put other people first and be focused on serving outwardly and not looking out for your own interests, because that's how you build a great business. So you guys have a great night.